Hi guys! My Hollister package came in. If you saw my pretend we're FaceTiming while I do my makeup video, I told you I had stuff coming in from Hollister. And now it's here. My very blonde roots are starting to show horribly. Do you see that? That's a whole inch of growth. But lucky me, I have to wait a few more weeks until I get them touched up. So these next few videos are gonna be rough. Since I figured just a small haul wouldn't be enough for one video, I asked you guys on my Instagram to give me questions to answer for this very video. Small plug, if you don't follow it already, it is down in the description as well as my TikTok. So definitely go follow those so you can see more content outside of my videos. And definitely stay tuned for those questions because we're gonna do the haul first and then get to those right after. I say let's get into it because I'm way too excited to put these clothes on. So I got 4 shirts and 2 pairs of pants, and I will be filming separately, me trying them on. So as I talk, you'll be seeing me model the clothing item, I guess. Everyone say hi to Model Callie. Keep in mind, I'm still trying to experiment and find out the actual styles I want to wear in the future. Like, if you look at my Pinterest board, it's very different from what I'm about to pull out. And also, I'm 17, so my parents can still say no to me. That's fine. Just know when I'm 18 and I can dress how I want, it's over for everyone. Also, I've been lacking some essentials. So the first thing we have is a light gray baby tee. It's that kind of like heather gray material pattern. I feel like this is the type of basic that you can either dress up or dress down. It really just depends on how you style it. It's also a really soft material, so I can definitely see myself just like wearing it out, running errands, just needing something to be comfy in. You know, a very good closet staple to have in my opinion. Next, we have another baby tee. For some reason, it's showing up a lot lighter than it actually is. It's like a dark gray. Again, super soft. Can already see myself dressing it up, dressing it down, being comfy, whatever. The usual staple. Now, again, another baby tee. Except this one, I'd say, is kind of like a Skims dupe. And this is like, and this is a black shirt, by the way. I don't know why it looks so light. Maybe it looks better on Model Callie. Speaking of Model Callie, how do we like the shirt? This is definitely like Skims dupe to me. On all the reviews, and the model who is wearing it is like very form-fitting and like decently long. I have been getting sick of everything being cropped recently. Cropped shirts aren't flattering on everyone, okay? Some of us are built like spider monkeys. I'm sick of it. Very good example of me only wearing neutral colors. And fun fact, black is like my signature color. I don't know how this is the first time I've ended up wearing it on my channel, but fate is fate. Now, this next shirt, I'm so excited to have. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love. I just hope it looks as good on me as it does everyone else, because I'll be heartbroken because I really love this shirt. It has Snoopy on it. So this is an oversized off the shoulder t-shirt, and it's Snoopy and Woodstock playing football. For some reason, this shirt really gives like Thanksgiving vibes. It's most likely because the leaves are very fall colored and they're playing football, which is like a big American thing to do on Thanksgiving. Now let's move on to the pants. Okay, don't be mad at me. It's another basic. A very, very baggy pair of sweatpants. Black sweatpants. I am all about comfort, and I really do love a baggy pair of pants. I have a gray pair of baggy sweats, but I don't have a black pair, which is like baffling to me. I have black joggers, which is pretty different because it cuffs around your ankle. So I was in desperate need of these pants. Okay, last out of the Hollister pile. These are pretty different, to me at least. I've never gotten anything like this, but they kind of stuck out to me, so I got them. I got this pair of knitted pants. They're like if you put a sweater on your lower half, I guess. Again, very baggy, and also again, a very dark gray that's showing up a lot lighter than it is on camera. If Nugget seems any louder today, we are a lot closer to his cage than usual. So I do usually film back there, but I also usually film makeup videos, so I decided why not go on the floor this time. Okay, and that's everything from Hollister, but I have one thing I didn't tell you guys about. I also got a new pair of Converse. Little known fact about me, one of my most worn pairs of shoes are my black platforms. My black Converse platforms. So I decided to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and get white platforms. I am a big fan of Converse, even bigger fan of platform shoes. I have a bunch of platforms back there, and of course I only wear black shoes. I only wear black clothing. Might as well. Are we ready for the Q&A portion? Because I so am. Okay, I film on my phone, so I took pictures of the questions I got on my iPad, which I'm now realizing I literally could have just gotten Instagram on my iPad and looked at the responses. Let's get to reading. First question is, when's Nugget having kids? Fantastic question. That was also the first question I got, which is okay. One thing about Nugget is that, how do I put this politely? Nugget has no nuggets. Nugget will forever be childless. Unfortunately. If it was up to him though, he'd have 2,000 baby mamas. Next we have a jokester who thinks they're so funny, asking me, what's my favorite spider? So if you watched my last video, I talked about how I woke up with a spider under my blankets with me and I freaked out and it gave me a panic attack. Go watch it after this video if you haven't already. Something you should know about me, I hate spiders, hate any kind of bug. Just spiders happens to be at the top of the list. So my answer for you is die. Your hair pink. Next one. What would you do if when you okay so he said yes would go? I'd probably tell him God bless him. If you guys don't get the reference, I'd say I'm sorry, but also good for you. Which movie / TV show inspires you? I looked at all these questions before I even started filming. It made me think really hard, and I'd say like the live action SpongeBob movie. On a real note though, I'd say Atypical, but I'm not gonna put my reasoning out there for reasons. Next question, I have someone asking me what my hair care routine looks like, and that caught my eye because no one ever comments on my hair, I don't think, except for me when I'm talking about my roots. I pulled out all the stuff I use, and I'm just gonna walk you through it. Sorry girl, my phone fell. Hold up. But moving on, my hair. I didn't pull out my shampoo and conditioner, but I do use the Soapbox coconut shampoo and conditioner. I don't know, I'll put pictures. And I wash my hair like twice a week. I try to aim for like once a week, but I do still leave the house, so it ends up being 2. But it's still fine. And I do sleep with a silk pillowcase. This is my favorite hair mask. It smells like baby lotion. Ugh. Some people may not like that smell, but I love it. I will use this once every 2 weeks. And it makes my hair feel so soft and smell so good. And I love it. But every time I wash my hair, I will use this. And I know the camera's inverted, so I'm just going to be putting pictures up of every single product. This is basically like a leave-in conditioner spray. Right after I get out of the shower, before I put my hair up in a towel. I put this like mainly on my ends, but I do work it up to like here. Now for after I dry my hair, or honestly when I just need to pick me up, it is a hair oil by Heritage. It smells so good and makes my hair so soft, and it's so good. I love it. I do recommend. It's compared to most hair care items, it's decently priced. From the last time I checked, at least. I don't know about now, but I do recommend. You can get her at Walmart. Though my roots are very visible, my hair doesn't grow this fast naturally. I have this to thank. It is the Bondi Boost Intensive Spray, and I won't spray it on my scalp every single day. Technically, you're supposed to. I do it more like 3 times a week, if I'm honest. You spray it on your scalp and you massage it in, and it doesn't like leave a film on your hair or anything. It's like really diluted rosemary and like other stuff like that. So you can like spray this on in like the morning, but it won't make your hair look or feel any different once it like dries and settles. I use this because my hair doesn't naturally grow super fast. And I've been trying to grow my hair out because I haven't had it this long since like maybe 5th grade. I'm almost 18. Come on. But yeah, that's what I use on my hair. Thank you so much for asking. No one even cares about my hair sometimes. Sorry. Another question that made me think really hard. Would you rather know when you die or how? There's pros and cons to both. If I were to know when, I feel like I'd be dreading, you know, like how far or close away that date is. But I also feel like it'd make me appreciate life more and take chances I probably wouldn't take now. If I was hit with that sort of information, I definitely try to live my life more, as opposed to if I know how I die, it's gonna be inevitable either way. But I feel like I try to shelter myself from everything if I knew the how, even though it was gonna happen regardless. I would probably live my life in fear. I guess I'd say when. Both are really scary to know, but I'd probably say when, honestly. Next one, it's not even a question. My ex put an emoji in the response box. We're cool though. He's probably watching. Hey twin. Next one is really philosophical, actually. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? About 700 pounds. Thank you, Wikipedia. What made you get into makeup? Well, thank you for asking. Growing up, my mom was always working at some sort of beauty counter. So naturally, she would talk about makeup a lot. And naturally, I would get into her stash. She would keep her makeup under the bathroom sink in the cabinet. I would get into it and I would play with it a bunch. And I was like, I am that girl. Then she decided to get me my own stuff. Just like little play makeup kits, but when you're like 7, it's the coolest thing ever, right? Time skip forward a little bit. I did fall into the beauty world on YouTube, and I would watch a bunch of James Charles, a bunch of Jeffree Star, a bunch of Nikki tutorials, like all that jazz. I was like, this makeup stuff is actually pretty cool. So then I'd start recreating the looks. Like, I mainly watch James, so I would like watch along with James, do the makeup he was doing. He basically taught me everything I know, if I'm honest. Like, girl, I was 12 doing a half cut crease. What 12-year-old do you know that knows how to do that? But yeah, that's how I got into makeup. Next, is Nugget really a mob boss? Oh yeah, and he's a war criminal, and also a felon, and also has many drug charges. We're not gonna talk about it. Next, what job do you want in the future? Girl, I'm really undecisive. If I can get just blessed enough to make YouTube a career, Lil Callie would be ecstatic. Because I think YouTube has been a dream job since I discovered what YouTube was. I'd probably say being a YouTuber, but I'd say either that or doing special effects for movies and stuff like that. Because I think special effects makeup is so cool. It's so cool. And actually, let me not geek out about it. My friend London thinks he's hilarious for asking this next one. Word on the street, you play Overwatch. Who is your main? She like to know Weather Boy. London asked that because London is my Overwatch buddy. And yes, I do play Overwatch. Who is my main? Sorry, I'm just preparing myself for all the hate I'm about to get. And if you play Overwatch and you hate Farah, you're just mad that you don't know how to stay in the air the whole game. And that's all I have to say on that. Okay, and the very last question. What Billie Eilish song is your top fave? I don't have just one favorite. If you have a favorite artist, can you really just name one song that's your favorite? Because I feel like I have her whole discography. 8, Elo Milo. Fantastic game, by the way. If you've ever played Elo Milo, I love you. I'll just say L'amour de ma vie, because when she first dropped Hit Me Hard and Soft, I was in LA. I have family that lives out there, and it just really reminds me of being in my happy place and driving through the valley and stuff. Can't beat that kind of feeling. I had that album on repeat that entire trip, so every time I listen to it, it just gives me good vibes. Those are my top 3. 8, Elo Milo, and L'amour de ma vie. Yeah. But that was my little haul Q&A video. My first non-makeup video on this channel. I'm definitely not opposed to doing more than just makeup. Like these kinds of sit-down videos where I'm not just doing anything. I live for it. Because one can only do makeup and yap so many times. I think having a little variety on a channel is pretty healthy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Check out my last video if you haven't already. And look in the description for my TikTok and my Instagram if you haven't already. I had so much fun filming this. I hope you had fun watching this. And yeah, thank you for joining me on the floor this time instead of at my desk. I guess that's a special way of saying bye today. Right. Bye, guys.